Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Icons from Steve Kenson. I am the Game Master, Johanna.
I am the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. It's me, Casualty CDG. And I'm excited to be reprising my role as Ryan Richards, aka Anything, Anywhere.
And it's me, Erin Baumier, also known as Erin Dippity Doo, guest from Adventure Slang Productions. I'm stepping back in tonight as Kyria Bentor, the power-stealing mimic.
Hi, everybody. I am Rune, who is also known as Nobody Important on the Internet, just the way I like it. And tonight, I will be stepping back into the feet of Blake Darcell, the dangerous Duskwing.
Yeah. Corbino will not be joining us tonight. We will be seeing them next time. But yeah, so last time in the Crossroads, all of you rebuked the passing of the Dark One into your world. You were able to stop him from coming forward, but not before he sent one of his beasts through. A mighty shadow dragon appeared in the city, but you stopped it from doing any real damage. It tried to flambe a couple buildings, but that was to no avail. You stopped that. You stopped all the bad things from happening. You sealed the rift, and life goes on.
He tried to flambe the buildings, but he got his just desserts.
Terrible.
Baked Alaska. Yeah, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So, yeah, the Crossroads are safe for now. The Renaissance Festival held at Eldridge Hollow went off without incident. And everyone had fun, except for Blake, who, got a book that, probably is evil. Who knows? But yeah,
We'll find out.
So that's where that's going to bring us to our opening here. We're going to do just a bit of a time speed up. Not too much, but a month after, because I don't want to have to deal with too much construction stuff. But in the aftermath, they open up some shelters. They take people in. The city is in a state of emergency, even after the fact. Many of the heroes have to rally, to hand out food, and to, clothe and house people. You see Maximum, helping build houses and whatnot on the news. That's what the feel in the Crossroads is. There is a press conference. Mayor Daniel Jones stands before the press to announce partners in rebuilding the city. He says, without further ado, I'd like to introduce... Oh, man. Warren Hill. People will clap. A man, a sort of late 30s, early 40s-ish man, not too old, sort of middle-aged. Clean-shaven, dark hair, very well-dressed, obviously wealthy. Some of you may know him. He's sort of like a lower-level Bezos, lower-level, that kind of guy. He's one of the many rich in the city. He's also the CEO of Archon. And he'll stand at the podium. Thank you, Mayor. And together, we are going to build back better. And
Can I get that name from you again?
Warren Hill.
I can't find where all my other notes are, but they're here somewhere.
You check behind your ear. Haha.
Oh,
man.
man.
If only I could pull out his notes from behind my ear across.
I was thinking the same thing. What if?
Yeah, what if?
They'd be out of control.
It would be out of control. It's a lot of doodles here of sexy beast girls.
If you had 58 wishes, would you use one of your wishes for the ability to do that?
I would. Yeah, I would. I would want the superpower of like shenanigans. Yeah,
It's
for sure.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
Has a good power.
definitely. I would use it all the time, and I'd use it to gaslight people. It'd be really bad. But
I'm gonna pistol whip the next person who says shenanigans.
Hey, Farva, what's that place you like to go with all the crap on the walls? Shenanigans?
Cut that shit out. That's a great bit in that movie.
Excuse me while I take a bite out of a bar of soap. All right.
I'm so glad you guys immediately picked up on it.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been mighty bad if y'all hadn't.
Yeah. Liter cola. Warren Hill. People clap as they unveil a poster of the Archon logo over a new city center concept drawing. It looks pretty nice, very futuristic. It looks like they are improving the train system to incorporate a subway. Like a bunch of stuff's happening, all state of the art. He's also opening up a school, like a technical school.
Dumb question.
Yeah.
Does any of that design look like they're secret, secretly,
Like if it turns into a robot or something?
Well, no, not turn into a robot. I'm thinking of from the occult angle from my character's training. If there's like secret sigils or repatterning of the ley lines that run under the city.
He's going
channel
full
energy into something
QAnon
nefarious.
on it.
Anything like that going
You mean
on.
like the apartment building in Ghostbusters?
Yes, exactly like that.
The coolest thing
Because
about
that
that
would be the
movie
only
that they
character-
barely use.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing my character would be trained to recognize.
I mean,
so
if you're looking, I'm always supposed to really make you roll. If you can fail, and you're looking at it, I mean, like, so there's some coincidental shape overlap, but you don't see anything that looks like a
don't
deliberate
understand
patterning.
how it is.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
No. It doesn't look like, they're alternating metals in some sort of Sanskrit ritual to,
Right.
yeah. Nothing like that.
Good looking out though.
That's really fun. I guess I can't sneak that in now.
Mm-hmm.
You still could. My character's an amateur.
That's fair. Water. But yeah, so the press conference goes off. There's some clapping. There's a groundbreaking ceremony, and everybody goes about their business. And then that happens a couple weeks after the incident. We're now a full month later. Construction's well underway. There has been a lot of changes in the city in this past month. New heroes have shown up, new villains, new powers, new people showing up. The main group that you've seen that's actually like a group of heroes is the group Bastion. They are defenders of the city, and they are sponsored by Archon. There are four members. There's Arachnid, Artemis, Aether, and Artificer. And the last one you may recognize is Mary Steele, released from prison and seemingly a cyborg now after what the Godbot did to her.
Wow.
Well, she can thank the fact that she still has her life to me.
Yeah,
I went out of my way to make sure she survived.
absolutely. So that's what's new.
So she didn't end up going to jail for her crimes?
She did.
For what, a couple of months?
Yeah, not very long. Good
Looks
lawyers.
Like Archon might have got her out on
Archon.
Yeah,
powerful
and like a
lawyers.
deal. It does seem like maybe some sort of deal.
Okay. Got it.
Also, like, she's a very sympathetic victim, given what
Right.
happened to her. Her whole body was mutilated. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
A lot of reasons why she was able to get out early.
Yeah, comic book law explains it good enough.
Oh yeah.
The revolving door of the jails.
And
It's just like real life.
Not a long stretch.
Wolfgang will be helping around Eldritch Hollow. They've been doing the community outreach of their own. and he's been helping
Did they
with that.
make any of us show up for any of those, festivities and junk?
You are allowed to be there. They wouldn't make you.
I wouldn't want to do a by Grabthar's hammer. The savings are amazing. I wouldn't want to have that moment. So.
No one wants that. By Grabthar's hammer. Yeah.
What a savings.
What a savings. Fucking love it. Oh, poor British bastard. But yeah. Eldritch Hollow is facing its own troubles, though, in the form of real estate venture capitalism. There's a company that is trying to buy Eldritch Hollow. Obviously, they don't really want to sell. Also, they have a tenuous legal claim to it because, who knows if they really...
Rights.
Yeah, who knows what they really have. His name is Isaac Crabtree. He is trying to start real estate issues for your friends. So
who legally actually owns all that land? I imagine several people do? Or?
Yeah, it does seem like they were able to buy some of it, but the property lines aren't properly vetted. They didn't go to the council office. They don't know where their land really ends, kind of thing. It's all pretty wonky.
Okay. I assume they're going to know how to take care of themselves. I mean, they're adults.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll have no trouble navigating this world's legal system. But yeah. That is what's going on in the Crossroads. What are you doing in this? Where are you guys fitting in? What is drawing your attention? And how do you feel about these things? There's a lot of changes all at once. The city's modernizing. There are new heroes. The world is moving forward.
What order would you like to travel this in? Pick a player.
What's that?
What order would you like to take us on in?
I don't care.
Player.
Whoever's got something. I don't want to put anyone on the spot.
I do have something, actually.
Well, then go ahead.
Just in the announcements of the partnership with Archon and Warren Hill and all that, Mimic is pretty pissed about that.
I imagine.
She just doesn't have any trust for Archon. And so this is seen as a bad day, and then that coupled with the issue with Isaac Crabtree trying to buy the land in Eldritch Hollow is sort of secondary. It feels almost like there's a connection there for Mimic, but that might just be because she just doesn't like the situation. So nothing specific besides trying to help out in the cities where they need help, especially around Eldritch Hollow, and looking for places to eat.
Are you still giant?
Question on the side. How long do you stay?
I am still giant, so
okay.
I'm going to keep that because it seems like a helpful tool to help build things and put things back, and so that's what I do.
They're gonna rebrand you Beast Girl at some point, I would imagine.
Where do you live?
I think I remember living just outside of Eldritch Hollow.
Yeah, you live in an apartment building just outside Eldritch Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
How are you getting in and out of your apartment now?
I imagine I've probably been winging it for the past few days, up to like a week, with the citizens of Eldritch Hollow.
Yeah, it's some little girls watering your plants for you.
Those are all really good questions. I like that. And I also now like the addition of that character, John, the girl who lives at the apartment complex. The one character who knows Mimic's secret identity.
Yeah, the young girl that y'all have interacted with a couple times.
Into each other in the halls or whatever. Yeah. Yep.
No,
so that's
excellent.
what I've been up to.
Okay. What about you? Anywhere, everywhere, all at once, all the things.
You think if I turn into a rock, I need to breathe?
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be a meteor.
But you also can't see and stuff.
That's okay. I'm gonna be a meteor for a long part of this. Like if there was I'm gonna be a meteor. I'm just gonna be experiencing traveling through deep space in sort of this.
How are you gonna get to deep space?
I can teleport. I have a
You
level
can't
10
teleport, damn it.
Yeah, I have a level 10 teleport. I can
Jeez.
teleport anywhere that you could imagine.
You're gonna teleport into orbit.
I'm going to teleport into orbit, into deep space, and be a meteor, and I'm going to experience the full disembodiment and disillusion, to get out of my mind and body and just exist in the cosmos.
How do you plan to get back?
Sounds dope.
I can teleport back whenever I'd like.
Okay.
Yeah, your
And that's just
teleportation
what-
power is really high now, huh?
Yes, it's 10.
Yeah.
And that's just what one of me is doing. One of me is still keeping the city safe, keeping intact with you guys, checking in. And I do believe that there are two more me's. One is going to be experiencing life as a tree during a hurricane. And the other one is a question mark for now. I'll keep that one in my pocket.
How long is he going to be a question mark? And what's the sentence that he punctuates?
Okay, he's around here. That's
Okay.
the point. And I might have to use him. I would want to, after Rune does his bit, once we know that, what's her name? The cyborg lady? It's not Hill.
Mary Steele.
Steele. Once we know that Steele is back out, I feel like as a group we would go talk to her. So my character will do that during this downtime. Whenever we find out she's back out.
So
we'll
you
also
did do a
talk to
thing.
her.
You did say a magic word that I've been waiting for. You're in space. No one's really thought too much about space during this game, but you did. So you will be the one that will see a thing that the government hasn't been talking about a lot. There is a satellite in orbit around the planet. It is made of a strange, pristine metal that you've seen before.
What's up?
You have found what happened to the Godbot. He has created a satellite orbiting the planet.
Is he cool?
It seems fine.
I'm gonna go like seriously, like a 3-page checkup, because my guy was the one who told him to go off planet or to go check out Mars.
Yeah, you can go say I know if you want to.
I want to do like a 3-page checkup. Like, you're cool. This isn't gonna be like a giant planet-destroying weapon. You're just chilling. I'll see you later.
So it
Right.
does appear that it does have a cannon on it of some sort. It might comfort you to know that it is not pointing at Earth.
Yeah, maybe is he defending the inhabitants of Earth now?
It does seem to, it seems to be an interplanetary defense, like asteroid interception device kind of thing. But yeah, he'll talk to you.
Yeah, I
Greetings.
fucks with this guy.
Greetings, traveler.
It's good to see you again.
It has been a long time.
Yes, a lifetime ago. Many lifetimes ago. And yet, about a month and a half.
Is that all? Time
How things
exists
change.
differently as an AI.
Yeah, I can imagine. Time exists differently when there's a bunch of you, also. And wouldn't you
I am
be
aware, he'll say, and you'll see like other versions of him walking around.
I like your watchtower. Is this safe for planet Earth?
Yes. You have nothing to
Right.
fear from me, traveler.
I'm happy to hear that. Your words bring me comfort. I'll reach out to shake his hand.
One of his like drones will do it for him. He's plugged in to the satellite. But yes. I mean, if you take him at his word, everything seems fine.
Yeah, I take him at his word. Everything seems fine.
Yeah, nothing weird. You don't see like he's not experimenting on humans that you can see. The robots aren't made out of people parts.
I know that he's like expertly dangerous and knowledgeable, and I'm just gonna leave him to it. Everything seems okay here.
Yeah, he could go Dr. Manhattan. He could go Brainiac. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah, you can go either way, but I mean, he seems
I'm
to
gonna
be.
leave him alone. I'm gonna let him do his Manhattan thing for now, then, and wait till the Brainiac.
Yeah, everything was fine when they left him alone.
Yep, let's do that.
Dr. Manhattan didn't bug anyone until they came to bug him. Yeah.
Could I get you anything before I go? Like yoo-hoo or I don't know, mashed potatoes or something, I could just zip down to Earth and bring anything right back for you. I don't know what to bring a cyborg who lives on a satellite orbiting the planet with a giant defense cannon. Combos?
I require nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought you might say. Well, if you need my number, I'll hand him my business card or the equivalent.
I have
you need my number for
every number.
Every number, yeah. The communications networks, the global you tapped in.
Yep.
Anyways,
Yep.
Carry on. Keep up the good work.
You as well. You'll get launched back into space if that's what you want.
Yep. Yeah, I'll teleport back into
that
space. Yeah, cool. That's cool. I
He's
like
up
that
there.
he's up there doing that. Good for him.
I was waiting for someone to look up.
I was actually just thinking maybe that was how he ended up getting launched out into deep space as a meteor.
Yeah, you can launch you into deep space
You
if you
could've
want
launched
to
him
get
out.
launched.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. Have fun in deep space. Rune.
Yeah, so Blake is going to, after that first weekend, which was the first weekend with the whole Ren Fair, and he acquired that book with Gary hanging out. Sorry, not Gary. With anything, everywhere, or Traveler. By the way, I appreciate that you had the NPC call him Traveler because that's the only name you went by.
Hmm?
I caught that. That was cool.
Also, because he was a traveler, it seemed
Yes.
very fitting.
Sure. So anyway, I will head back to the park with my new book and make sure that my van is okay, because I know that there was a plane crashed in the park, and if I would need to, I would relocate my van out of the
Oh yeah, your van got repossessed.
Out of the evidence
Or
structure.
not repossessed, it got impounded.
again.
No, just the one time.
Oh, okay.
But I guess
Well, I
you
was
pulled a
gonna go
favor, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna, pull my police connection favors to get it out since I don't have a lot of money.
Yeah, someone got you the van out.
Okay. Make sure all my stuff's still in it.
Most of it.
I got my amps and stuff in there, man.
You swear you had more change in your change drawer, but say lobby.
Well, I don't care about that. Okay. I meant the important stuff, Anyway, I would probably park my van in a new location in the park that probably wasn't near where a plane had recently crashed and where they were doing pickup work and all that.
What part of town would you like to do
area.
that in?
Where do I know from my character being native to the city would be a safe location to park my van?
Eldridge Hall.
I don't want to leave it in Eldritch Hollow because I don't feel like it's my home.
Gotcha. You could do it. Let's see. You go park it in under that bridge where they were doing that gun deal. Might be
Seems like a
okay.
pretty sketchy part of town, though.
Yeah.
What about, how about I float this by you? What about if I say that in my background, from all the gigs that I used to run,
Yeah.
I know a bunch of people who own or run various bars, CD dive bars, and places like that where I've played either alone or with
Yeah, you
my
can
band.
park in the parking
Like,
lot of
There's some of those
Beelzebub.
places. Yeah. Like a place where people would know not to mess with it because they'd know me and they'd seen the band there before.
Yeah, you
And
can
the
park.
owner wouldn't have it taken away because he knows, right.
The owner
I
of
have
Beelzebub will let you park there.
Okay, great. As long as I got permission and the locals know not to dick with it. Okay, great. Then I will park it there for now. And I'll still do my gigging, my music on the weekends for that month. But during the week, I'll be studying that book. And I want to go ahead and also float this out there that if you recall in that big climactic battle, I had drained off a lot of magical power from that big adult dragon. I'm going to say that was when the change to my character took place, or when a loss of his dragon power took place, like something went wrong on that. Does that sound cool? And that the study of the book over the course of the month is what strengthens my magic.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So at the end of that 1 month period, then I will have finished studying the book, and while I won't have it memorized or anything, I'll still be able to consult into it. The majority of its contents are in my character's mind to a degree.
Oh, dang,
I
Rune, you got
studied it pretty well.
burned.
Cool.
In case you didn't see. Hey, what's up, Mr. Kapow? I haven't been looking at the chat. I've been busy. Yeah, lots of people. Hello, Blizzhand. Hello, Kian. Hello, Mr. Kapow. And yeah, hi. So, yeah, a month's gone by. That is what all of y'all were doing during that time. But now, I believe, everywhere, all at once, wants to go talk to Mary
I'm available.
with the team.
Yeah, we're gonna wait until they like just finish busting a crime or something. We're gonna do the dramatic.
That's how I envisioned it as well. Yeah, we'll say that they just got done with a car chase.
How did they resolve it? Out of curiosity.
They resolved it.
Watching.
So Arachnid swings over the vehicle, Spider-Man style.
Sure.
The one known as Aether, who wears a mechanized suit, like an exoskeleton, does something really weird and causes the car to just slow down. You're not sure how they accomplish this task. Then Artemis, you see her just knock people out by touching them. You're not sure what she's doing either. But she manages to leap inside the vehicle as well, and her and Arachnid kind of handle the physicality of that. And then Artificer, in her mech suit, there are 2 mechs in this group, stops the car completely. It's pretty clean. It's pretty clean takedown. Couple seconds, you know. Seems like they got it down stat. Let's see.
I have something very funny I would really like to say when we first arrive, if that's all right with you two. I will bounce this off you so that y'all can give me the opening. Okay. So, Mimic, you can fly on your own, and you're huge now too, right? Because you're currently
That's
a dragon
correct.
girl.
Yes.
Okay, so I take it you and I are flying in, and I take it you're just going to appear.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we'll come flying in dramatically and land within range of where they've stopped this car with this car chase. What were the people in the car chase wanted for? Speeding or something more serious?
They knocked over liquor store kind of thing.
Oh,
armed robbery.
very minor. Yeah. Okay.
Pretty minor. Yeah.
Not like a jewelry store or anything like that. Okay. Well,
yeah.
as soon as we arrive, I'll land, and in my deep baritone voice, I call out to them and I say, in 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
Did you call them that because all their names start with the letter A? I didn't know if anyone was going to notice, but yeah.
Anyway, I figured that'll piss them off pretty good.
I did it intentionally. Nah, they don't care.
Okay.
I mean, they'll strike a heroic pose. So Arachnid wears a full body spandex, form-fitting number, but you can see her hair coming out the top of it. Aether you can't really see very many of their features. You see the top of a head sticking out of like a high collared armor suit, fully mechanized, the whole thing completely covered. Mary is in a much more completed looking version of her Iron Man style suit. She actually has full body coverage now. You're not sure how much of it is a suit and how much is actually her new like body. And Artemis is wearing a hood and cloak style thing going on, and her face is obscured by that.
And just a one-piece bikini underneath, what?
She's wearing a sort of.
That was a 90s joke.
I mean, I guess also she's wearing pretty form-fitting spandex as well. But, you know, it's not, like, overly revealing. Hers is a little bit more modest. Arachnid's all out there.
Okay, got it. I was just figuring, like, the full-on 90s get up for a second there. You know? My bad.
It must have been really hard for you guys to find a full team. All females and everybody has an A name? That had to have cut a ton of powers out of your lineup.
Yeah, what are the odds that would line up so well?
Astronomical.
Aether will speak up. I'm not.
No, she didn't make the cut. Astronomical wasn't good enough.
Aether will speak up. I'm actually not. Never mind. He'll say in a deepish voice.
He's not a woman.
I knew it.
The one you can't tell. Yeah.
Yeah, the one in the full armors.
The one in the full armors. The only.
It's because you guys had too many limitations. You should have gone to B names also. Then you probably could have had another girl.
I'll kind of like be shaking my head with a little bit of like a mild laughter as I step forward a little closer and say, "So, new heroes on the block. I hope you're not going to break into song on us."
Is that an option? Can they do that? I would love that.
Oh, yeah. I called the Bastion earlier. I forgot that I decided not to go with that name. I went with the New Champions.
Ah.
Oh. That's their name. Because it's like, you know, corporate sponsorship. They want to go with the more...
Very heroic sounding name.
Yeah, the more hip, younger, cooler... Yeah. So anyways. Arachnid will be the one that speaks with you. You can't see her face. It's completely covered by the one-piece mask.
Is it one of those masks that betrays emotions, like Spider-Man's eyes move around?
No, hers is completely... Okay. You can't see anything. I mean, you can see her mouth moving underneath it. I mean, this wasn't too much trouble. But yeah, the A names, we don't know how that happened. Maybe some corporate think tank thought it up. But
You guys didn't get to pick your own superhero names?
No, we did. We did. We just don't know that's why they picked us. We never really thought of it that way. The A-Team, that was pretty funny.
Well, I guess it's just serendipity then.
They're all looking kind of chuckle together. They seem to have a decent rapport.
That's good.
Artemis is the one that is sort of hanging back and reserved. She isn't talking much.
Well, I'm just going to look at the other two and then look at all of them and say, well, I know we haven't exactly been around a whole lot longer than any of you, but I thought we should officially, you know, or my allies also thought that we should officially meet and extend a hand of friendship and let you know that if you require aid or advice, we're certainly available. Perhaps we can all help each other out.
Oh, aren't they sweet? Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. As long as we get approval. Haven't really discussed team-ups. They'll all kind of look at each other again. And then there'll be a noticeable gap as they're looking at each other. Like, they just kind of do it for a minute, and they look back and forth at each other. And it's really weird. Like, no one's saying anything.
Corporate superhero team. Doesn't that strike you guys as a little strange? I know they're signing your paychecks and all, but it seems like your interests are bought and paid for. I don't trust this corporate superhero team any more than I trust corporate police.
Artemis, yeah, I'm with him.
Artemis, speak up. It's not like working. It's not like you can trust the Six any better.
Yeah, trust them more than we trust the government or the corporation.
You would. She says. She says you would to Traveler, and it sounds very personal. And, Traveler, you'll recognize her voice at this point. It is your cousin. She is related to you by blood. Her superhero name is Artemis, but her real name is Phoebe.
And that's Moonflower's kid, huh?
Her mother is Moonflower.
Mm-hmm.
And they do not get along. But yeah. But she says that to you in that tone. Everyone got booned. Everyone got booned. Hey, we got a follow too.
Thanks for the boons. Thanks for the follow.
Earlier, Curly Insane
Actually,
Guy. It's good.
But yeah, sweet.
Yeah, everyone got booned. Rune got booned twice.
Thanks, Blizz. Thanks, Vampire.
Aaron got booned twice.
Is that who that is? I couldn't see the name for that second boon.
It's
Blizzhand and then
Vampire Bites.
Yeah.
Thank you, both.
But yeah, so, but yeah, she sounds irritated at what you're saying about it. Whatever. We don't have to see.
I'm just going to go ahead and ask her straight out. Why would you distrust the Six so much? What do you know that we don't?
Give me a communication boy here. Give me a willpower. Oh.
Okay. Happy to.
Let's see how that goes.
Let me see. I don't really have any skills that would apply to this, so it's just a flat willpower roll. But that's going to be.
Dang, your willpower's high.
Yeah, 13, so pretty good roll.
Let's just say it's never a good idea to work with family. She'll betray the fact that she's family to a member of the Six when she says this because you rolled so high. So she wasn't going to, but yeah, you rolled real good.
All right. We should possibly revisit that in the future when you feel more comfortable with us, then perhaps, because if there's something that we need to, that we don't know about whatever the Six are involved in that you think would change our opinions of them, then I, for one, would be more than open-minded enough to be willing to hear you out.
I mean, you can kind of see her face under her hood as she looks at you. Her eyes look animalistic. They have that yellow quality to them as she looks at you.
You mean like mine do too?
Yeah, probably. It's similar.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll look at you and maybe. And she'll kind of step away, signaling that she's done with the conversation.
Well, that goes for the rest of you then. I mean, if Artemis isn't willing to accept any advice or aid or, do any of that, and it appears my allies may not trust any of you, I'm willing to at least try to work with you and help you out if you have any questions.
It's a little shrug. You'd be like, I like the Six. It doesn't seem to be a team-wide opinion.
Okay. Anyway, carry on, I guess. But I suppose you know how to contact us through City Hall if you think something, is important enough that it would be more than the four of you could handle.
Ooh, we should get a spotlight with a panther outline on it.
It's a good idea.
Why not a dragon?
Oh, a dragon's cool.
They are pretty cool.
Yeah, but then everyone's going to think it's like a dragon warning light.
That's a good idea.
True.
And we're like, let's kill him back.
But there are 2 dragons protecting the city right now, so...
Oh, that's really cool. I wish my city was protected by 2 dragons.
I'd run that game. But yeah, they'll take the people into custody. They'll stick around for the photo op, which you guys don't always do, and they do the interview. They do the whole thing.
I don't hang around for that.
Yeah, they want
That's
the
Gus Wing does
publicity.
not do.
You can tell they're in it for the publicity. They are doing, they are corporate sponsored, and they want to be seen.
Sure.
So
they might be required to.
Yeah.
By their contract.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'll totally let people snap photos of me, but I don't stay and do interviews and stuff. No. Y'all can do whatever y'all want with that part. I don't know.
Yeah. What does everyone else want to do?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do like an arm around them photo op thing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. What is it? It's not sponsor, but like whenever
Endorse.
endorse. There you go. That's exactly it.
There
I'm
it
not gonna
is.
endorse this team. Thank you, Rune.
You don't know anything about them, so I don't blame you.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, don't endorse them. Yeah.
Same.
Mimic, you will. I mean, now that you're here, you do not think that anyone on the team is a part of Project Kestrel, which might have been something you were worried about.
It was something I was worried about. Yeah, during this whole interaction, I've been sort of trying to identify each individual.
You don't recognize
Confirm that.
any of them, except for Mary, who you've met before.
Right.
And that's relatively good news for me. So,
Did Mary
but I
have
don't trust him.
anything
I'm not
she
going to
wanted
endorse him either.
My bad.
Mary will say
Okay.
it's good to see all of you again. She'll open up her visor and like show her face. It's good to see all of you again. I never got a proper chance to thank you for saving my life.
I would lumber over and I ask her how she's doing, and I'm really trying to see if she's in a good place mentally or if she seems to be struggling with anything.
I mean, you know, the therapy helps. And I'm just happy to not be in jail.
All right.
But she is in therapy, and she's, you know, she has a parole officer still, kind of thing.
Of course.
All that whole shebang.
Sure.
But yeah, they'll pose for the cameras. They use the captured bad guys, kind of in poor taste, and like, you know, like, haha, look what we did. But yeah, that's the gist of it. You all abscond away, I assume.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, how do you feel
Well-
about the new champions? You gonna go
I guess we're not
murder
going to
them
have
or
to
anything?
handle everything on our own anymore.
Yeah.
I guess
don't-
so, but it's like Traveler said, you know, it's hard to trust a bunch of superheroes on a corporate payroll.
Right, but I think we can trust them to, like, you know, handle the really minor street level, you know, robberies and, you know, things like that, and we can focus on bigger stuff now, because we know that we don't have to be the fine net that catches all those little details anymore. Before, we had to get everything, and the Six handles the big stuff. Now there's a whole new crew of younger people, or new people, because I know I'm actually the young guy here. But you know what I'm saying, like, in terms of experience, there's a new, younger crew who can handle the small stuff while we can focus on things that are more important than just, you know, robberies.
Artemis is
Archon.
also very young. But yeah.
Archon is certainly onto something. You don't invest that kind of money in a new city center and
Billions.
fund a superhero team for the city if you're not in it for the long game.
Billions,
So,
man.
I think this team being here now is great for us, but in the long run, this is going to be dangerous. We'll have to keep an eye on them.
Fair enough. Can't say I disagree.
Excellent. Where would your team
You
like
know,
to go off to now?
We've never established our own base, unless
You don't have a base now.
unless you're talking about the Hollow. I mean, we hang out there a lot.
You can call the Hollow. I mean, it's a base of sorts. Also, technically, the mansion of the Six is kind of a base, which you guys don't really utilize too much. But
We've been there a couple of times. But it's not
you can also try. Hey, I mean, you know, if that's something you want to do, that's something you can look into.
Well, we're currently more or less aligned with the city's police department, right?
More or less.
Because we were all given deputized badges.
Yeah,
Why
you're-
don't we talk to the city or the police department about them leasing a space of our own, or even space within one of the larger precincts that we can call our own to work out of, because we don't have a place to work out of. And I'm tired of meeting in a diner.
Not that bad.
Diner's cool, man.
Well, no, it's nice to have food available, but we could have food brought to us wherever we are. We don't have to
I
be
hope
out
so.
in public.
I hope so. I hope that's true.
I guess I'm mostly worried about random people that we're not really paying attention to, listening to us all the time when we have our meetings, and we really should have some privacy. That's all. That's what
I agree.
on my mind. Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah,
Any traveler?
I've been thinking about this. I think we can have all of our conversations deep in Siberia, and I'll just open the portal. We can step out there into the middle of the vast wilderness with no one around for thousands of kilometers. Then we could speak there, and then come back.
It's technically true. You guys could have a base anywhere.
That sounds like we'd be dependent upon you to get there and back, though.
You can fly it.
Ideally,
You can fly a
each of us
supersonic.
should have our own way to wherever we go.
You can fly it like Mach 2.
Yeah.
True, but it still takes hours to get places around the world at Mach 2. I'm thinking somewhere in the city would be more appropriate.
Technically, you have Magic 9, so you could teleport too.
Oh, I know, but I'm still
Well,
getting used to the changes.
If anyone decides that we don't need to stay in the city, Machu Picchu is nice.
Okay.
Duly noted.
So are you basically advocating that we go global?
With the new protectors here watching over the Crossroads, it wouldn't be hard for us to come back and help them if they needed anything.
And we know the 6 isn't exactly global. Are they more national or are they local?
They're national, but they do. I mean, they're mostly here. I mean, honestly, a lot of the problems are here. They have spread out in the past year, for sure, and all these issues are now global issues. But the 6 is mostly stationed here now.
Well, we do happen to have, as you rightly point out, the ability to get around a lot better than a lot of other groups.
Yep.
So maybe we should consider widening our viewpoint and handling bigger crises than what other people can do. It might be the most effective thing we can do to be helpful.
There is I didn't tell you guys, there is just a base floating around in orbit.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Like a space base with a big laser floating around in orbit.
What you talking about, Willis?
I saw it when I was out there, being a meteor. Did I tell you about that voyage?
No?
Oh man, it was amazing, just sailing amongst the cosmos.
I'm going to share a look with Mimic, I think.
It is shared.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Let's, the base? There's a base. There's a space base. You remember the robot? Adam, the God bot.
Yes.
Mary's bot.
How could I possibly forget him?
Yes,
He
he's
nearly
remember
killed
that.
Mary.
He's made himself quite the base out there.
In space.
Of course.
Yeah, space base. It's a spots.
Real estate was cheap in space.
I'm sure.
You say you're everything anywhere, and you actually mean you're like everything anywhere.
Right.
Like a meteor in space.
Yeah, I was.
He's
For
just
like
not
a-
all at once.
For like a month.
He's not everything everywhere all at once. He's just everything everywhere. Or he could be. He could be anything.
Still.
Everywhere.
That's his end game.
Yeah.
He just
Okay.
becomes the universe.
So that does sound like something we should at least investigate. I don't know about putting our base there, but I'm not averse to it.
Oh, I went up and had a chat with him. He
Adams?
seems great.
Is there life support for people up on there?
I don't know. I was a rock at the time.
Well, maybe we should make sure that we can survive there before we make plans to talk to him about.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and then teleport to the space base.
As a dragon, I can actually survive in space too.
Welcome, traveler.
Is this space station safe to breathe?
You have to take a breath first.
And then, yeah, I'll take a breath.
Yeah. There's atmosphere, yeah.
Oh, good to see you again, Adam. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll rip a portal here, and there will also be a portal where you guys are. Come on through. He says it's great. He says just come on in. Make yourselves comfortable.
In my dragon form, I'm perfectly fine. I have rank 10 life, so I come stepping right through anyway.
Just gonna follow suit.
You guys gonna become space Vikings? It's sick. I'm all in.
Next step of the campaign, new version of Guardians of the Galaxy. Go!
Hell yeah.
Didn't prep for that, but I could probably.
No, just kidding.
I could pull a space
That's why I
opera
was
out of my
making the
butt.
joke.
Mhm.
That'd be terrible.
Of,
Okay.
of all the things to pull out of my butt, I feel like that one's already in there. I could just fish around, find it.
I
Present.
don't want to know what you can fish around and find in your butt, pal.
You've got a
Okay,
soft
we're not
Space
allowed.
opera. I'm good at metaphors. Okay.
I don't know where you're going with this analogy, but stop.
to space via my butt. Yep. All right. So, yeah,
Let's take
you
that
you
good
guys
idea
all
and
exit.
Keister it.
Y'all exit to the space boss, and boom, you're reintroduced to the Godbot, which I didn't think that was going to happen again in this session, but hey, here we are.
Adam, right?
Greetings, Duskwing, the Dangerous.
I'm glad to see you again. I've been worried about you ever since we had last parted. I wasn't sure how you were going to make your way.
How touching.
Well, let's just say that since Traveler convinced you to go to Mars and take a look around the solar system, it occurred to me that while that would indeed take you away from us for a while, it also meant you wouldn't have any companionship other than yourself. And it's never good to be locked in your own mind when you need the perspective of other people to help balance you out.
I have plenty of friends, and he'll gesture around. There are other versions of him walking around.
That's not quite the same. I mean actual other people.
Isn't it, though?
I think what Duskwing is trying to tell you is we're your new roommates, and we are looking forward to staying here. Do you have a kitchen? Do you have rooms? It looks like this place is just kind of... It needs some upgrades, right? It's not human livable. We can take care of that.
It is not human livable, no. But
That's all right. We'll whip that into shape.
I did take the liberty of providing oxygen should life forms appear.
I think what Traveler is trying to say is if you are amenable to company, would you be interested in having us visit for a while and perhaps consider in the future a more permanent arrangement?
You see, it has good bones. A kitchen island right here, maybe a living room on that side, and I'll just keep walking and pointing at stuff in the background. Now, that would be a good bedroom, or maybe a
Mimic,
linen
help me out
closet.
here.
Sure, let's see.
Mimic, help me out here.
Yeah, man, what do you think about all this?
It's kind of absurd. That's how Mimic feels.
It's pretty
Um,
absurd. It's funny, though.
But the idea of a space base is also pretty cool, and so she
You
says,
aren't positive you're in space. Because
"The
there are
thought
no
of a space
windows.
base is cool."
There are no windows here. I was just thinking a robot wouldn't really have any need for windows, because...
Probably true.
No.
There would be ways to tell, though, logically. For
Yeah.
example, if there's artificial gravity, it's probably because we're on a ring-based space station that's spinning, which means if you drop an object, it'll slightly move to the side from the centripetal force.
There is
If it's
not...
high-tech artificial fake gravity, that's a whole nother thing, but that's like super high-tech craziness.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see. I feel like...
Since-
Yeah, he had gravitational technology.
Since he knew people might come, so he made it air breathable, would he have made a floor-to-ceiling window since people might come, just so they
He
could
can
have
make one appear, if you
a
ask.
platform? Yeah, no. See, this right here would be a good spot for windows, some floor-to-ceiling windows to really open up the space here.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want any windows on my space station because a micro, a micrometeor can fly through it at any moment. You want armor on every part of your space station.
All right, I'll have his windows. Don't listen to him.
But yeah, the window will open up. Now you can see that you're in space. You said to ask. I was thinking about it just now.
think that if you're, Adam, if you're willing to have us here or able to, and we can make some changes to make it livable for people, then we could work together where we can use this as a sort of base of operations for our heroic duties, as well as, help protect and maintain whatever it is that you do have going on here.
If you would like to cohabitate, I suppose I could make something happen. He seems unsure, but someone go ahead and convince him with a willpower check here.
I will. Let's see if he's picking up on my awesome vibes right now. I'm walking around, I'm pointing at stuff, I'm having a good time.
I'm honestly not helping.
I'd
be okay with it, but I'm not really going to be the one to make the roll.
Can I throw in a roll, like a combined test or something?
Yeah, if you want to. Yep. So
I won't actively sabotage it, but I won't try to help either.
I rolled very badly, so he's amenable.
Nice.
I suppose I could accommodate you. All of a sudden, like, the station will shift. Like, you'll feel it's changed directions. And you'll see that you're hurtling towards this big pile of space debris. And then right before you, like, collide with it, you'll sort of fall into orbit. And then you'll see one of his many, like, Brainiac bots go and grab something from outside. This whole process will take a little bit, but eventually one of the walls will open up, which might be startling in space. But you'll see a tunnel, and the bot will...
Turning space junk into recycled space living?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's what we
basically adding on space to the livable area.
This guy's dope.
He attaches something to the bottom of the space station on the opposite end of the laser. So, like, the laser's on the other side.
Pointing away from the Earth, right?
Yeah, pointing away from the Earth. So y'all are hanging closer to the Earth. But one of the bots will come out of this newly formed tunnel. I believe it will suffice for now.
I'll come take a look. I want to see it. Besides, I've been aching to look at the Earth from above. I can't believe I haven't done it yet on my own.
As soon as you go into it, you will start to float a bit once you're out of the main satellite. And you'll realize that what you're in is actually a jettisoned International Space Station module.
Cool.
Because some of those just sit up there until they choose to crash them into the ocean or whatever. But yeah, you like stole it. So you're in like an astronaut satellite thing. That way I can keep you guys from having the Justice League Watchtower while still allowing you to have a space base. Maybe in the future. Yeah, I mean,
much more low tech.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll find a viewport.
Yeah, you can see the Earth below, sitting there all pretty. You're not sure exactly where the Crossroads is.
I'm pretty sure I know my geography well enough to find
Maybe.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to find out now because I'm going to go to the airlock and I'm going to cycle myself out of it. I'll say, I'll see you guys back at home.
I want to look up if he actually has life support, and it'd be like, you don't have it.
I do have full life support. Yeah.
I'm just messing with you.
In Dragon form.
That. Okay, so we're playing space opera. Yeah, you're in space.
Okay, this is rad.
You're out there, yeah.
I'm going to look down and locate North America, and if it's not pretty much coming my way already, then I'll hang there and wait for it to. And then as it's coming up and spinning, I know that our satellite will be relatively spinning at hundreds of miles an hour compared to the Earth, right?
Yeah.
So as it's coming in, and I can locate roughly where the Crossroads will be, I'll go down because I'm only so many miles above the Earth anyway. If I fly down perpendicular to the Earth spinning, then when I enter the atmosphere, I'll slow down automatically. I'll probably slam into the atmosphere, but I'm pretty tough, so I can take some of that damage. But you know, once I slow down and
You're gonna come in from orbit? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I'll come in from orbit and fly down in from orbit to the Crossroads.
Sure. Give me. You have flying as a skill.
I don't have it as a skill, but I do have rank 7 flying.
Hey, roll your flying. Let's see.
Okay.
See how this goes.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna roll the D6 and add 7. I don't really have a skill that would make me any better at it. Drive would probably not be appropriate. I do have driving. Let's see here. Oh, a 1, so I got an 8.
Stuff.
Yeah, one's not the best roll on that.
So you hit the atmosphere, you kind of burn up a bit. It hurts a little more than you were expecting.
Okay.
And you wind up 2 towns over.
Well, I was going to say
Close,
a direction finding roll would probably be a different skill than just the flight control.
It would be, but you're like... I mean, you were pretty... I mean, you could see where you're from, probably, I imagine. But,
yeah, and my character understands geography.
Yeah, but your flight just sends you off course a bit.
Fair
a bit
enough.
of turbulence coming in hot.
Well, I mean, at the speed I fly...
Yeah,
even
you
if I'm
can get the
2 towns
Crossroads
over,
no time.
I'm back in town in 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah, it's literally like not an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, you did
Okay.
it.
Sweet. I'm sure that'll get some news stations excited.
Yeah, maybe.
Dragon pictured flying into the atmosphere. Film at 11.
All the death cults sacrificing
UFO. I'm sure the
children
UFO group
in your
would be freaking
name.
out too, yeah.
You suddenly gain all this power you didn't ask for as people worship you
Oh, that'd be cool.
by sacrificing.
Maybe that's where my 2 ranks of magic came from.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
You're
Have you
a
guys-
Finnish deity now.
Have you guys heard about this guy who's trying to buy out Eldritch Hollow?
I heard a little bit about it, but I don't really know anything about it. That's weird.
Yes.
Although it occurs to me, since they're all basically a bunch of squatters from another world, they may not really have... I mean, I know there's such things as squatters' rights, but I'm not educated on the subject nearly well enough to know, you know, what kind of rights they actually have
I did a
versus
quick
the actual legal
Google
land.
search, and it says they gotta be there for 4 years and pay the property tax to have squatters' rights.
Well,
And
they
that
haven't been there no
varies.
4 years.
Right, that varies from state to state. So this big real estate investor is going to be able to buy them all out and cancel their home.
We can't have that.
That's what I was
Definitely a
thinking.
problem.
Break
You
his
guys
legs.
want me to
Break
just
his
throw him off the
legs.
top of a tower or what?
No.
Okay,
No,
well,
we
we
have to
could
do this
always.
legally.
Okay, well,
Because if
I
you
don't
do
know.
that, then just someone else will come along and do it. We need
Well,
to
I guess-
solve the problem legally so that no one else can do it either.
look, I've got 4 clones, right? So I could throw people out of towers all day. I'm just saying.
I don't think defenestration is the answer to this problem.
Throw enough moguls out of a tower and moguls will stop coming around, I tell you that.
Unfortunately, the police will be coming after you. And then the rest of us, because that's murder.
Yeah, I don't want
What
to
do
throw
you
a
say in
bunch
the
of
new
police.
champions?
Don't want to throw a bunch of police out of a tower. That's a slippery slope. You're not going to talk me out of not wanting to throw a mogul out of a tower, though. That's always going to be on my to-want-to-do list.
Fair enough.
That is fair. But I agree with Duskwing, and I don't think that throwing him off a tower is the best in this case.
We'll call it a Plan C.
Maybe a plan Z.
Sure.
Look, if everything else hits the fan, you guys just tell me or text me Plan C, and I know what that means. I'll toss him right out the window. Down he goes, splat onto the cement, and he won't purchase Eldritch Hollow anymore.
I need to get rid of that name an NPC button. I'm looking through my notes to see if there's like a lawyer that you guys know or something, and I see Greasy Stinkle. So I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one.
It's
Forgot
not a
about that.
lawyer, is it?
No, it's not a lawyer.
Assistant District Attorney.
Is this a district attorney, Greasy Stinkle, for the defense?
Would the district
Amazing.
attorney not be for the defense, though?
Yeah, probably.
District attorney prosecutes.
I'm not a.
That would be correct.
But it would
The
be
district
correct.
attorney prosecutes.
Mhm.
The defense is non-district attorney.
Mm,
Always.
What if
Defense.
what if the state is the defense?
Yeah, if you're defending the state, wouldn't it be the district attorney?
Yeah, I don't know
You got
either.
me there.
I think so
I have no
though.
idea.
Looks like a job for Greasy Stinkle. All right.
Call me up.
Yeah,
I
so
can't
the-
wait to come by.
The real
I'm
estate.
gonna come by your house and I'm gonna smell you while you're asleep. Please give me your cell phone number. I'm Gracie Stinkle.
Gracie Stinkle. Isaac Crabtree is the one trying to buy Eldritch Hollow. If that is something that interests you, you can absolutely pursue that. Otherwise, if at any point in time you want like other stuff to happen, you can like go on patrol or something if you choose. I feel like I'm gonna use that as code for when you guys feel like doing superhero stuff.
Okay, so I'm posting in the stream chat something that I want y'all to read.
My favorite RPG lawyer agency is Dewey, Cheatham, and Howie, attorneys at law.
It's pronounced Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Been using that one for like 20 years.
Yeah, I think that Corbinian's character would want to talk to this guy. He'd want to confront this guy.
Yeah. Why don't we put this on the back burner
Should
and
we
we'll
wait
have
for him?
Wolfgang help.
I think that's a good
spearhead
idea.
This
Perfectly
particular
fine.
plot line. We're not ignoring it if something comes to a head during tonight's game session, but as a group, I think we feel Wolfgang is going to be
Invested
the most
in this one.
invested in this plot line, so we want to leave it for him if possible.
It's
I
fine.
agree.
I mean, that's a little bit metagaming, but that's sort of what we.
It's
Yeah, that's
okay. Sometimes
We
you have
are
to deal with
telling a
people not
story.
being there. Yeah.
Yeah, we're telling a story together with friends at the end of the
Right.
day.
And we know that this is something he'd care about, so we want to leave it for him. So why don't we do some personal investigation into these individual heroes that have been hired to be part of this new champions team? Like maybe they have skeletons in their closet that they're hiding that you should know about.
Yeah, where did they come from?
Where did they go?
They didn't fall off an Apple truck yesterday.
I
were-
think
I'm interested in that. I think that we want to make sure. I know that anybody with the Archon symbol is, could have come from anywhere, really. So we're gonna
Yeah,
want to
so
know
far-
who these people actually are.
we've definitely not had a good track record with the Archon group, so I distrust them already anyway.
You know, I could take us to Archon's labs and we could look up their information, do a little quick background check deep into the files for all of them if any of y'all are good with computers. We've been in that building before. I almost know the way.
I have no skill with computers. I'm probably going to be a lot better if I work the streets.
How about you, Mimic? If I get you into the database, can you figure out who these people are?
I'd be willing to try. I don't know that I have great computer skills either, but it'd be
You can
worth
always go
I'd also
visit.
like to point out you have like no ability to blend in right now unless you let that stuff go.
I have no ability to blend in.
You could always go touch the Technomancer while he's in jail, steal his
Or you can
powers.
let those powers go and get another set from someone else.
You go try and touch the staff of one, of the one. Sorry, in the lockup. Mimic can do
Yes. Yes. Well, I'm thinking because part of me is like, do I need to change for that? We're just, Traveler,
need
your
to.
ideas were just breaking into this place essentially via teleportation.
Right, yeah, I've been in there
Oh,
before,
okay.
so I just walk you right in. Yeah, sure. That's exactly it. We could put on disguises like little hats and little fake mustaches if you want. I did that last time.
I think
it
that would
worked.
be hilarious. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that'd be hilarious, but I don't think it would make anything different for me. I don't feel like we need to swing by and visit the Technomancer, though. I think we should just go tonight.
So, are you gonna be a 14-foot tall wolf dragon monster when we go in?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will have the touch type.
That's absolutely perfect. Duskwing, you coming or are you staying outside?
I want nothing to do with this. I
Okay.
have a bad feeling. I'm
All
going to
right.
go work the streets while y'all do that.
If
I'm gonna
you
try
see
to,
a burger place open, could you pick up 2 bacon cheeseburgers and 2 large fries? Is that a thing?
4 bacon cheeseburgers and 4
I'll
large
make it
fries.
6 because I'm going to be hungry too.
Okay.
Perfect.
But yeah, I'll make sure to get us a good, greasy, big, badass burger. Not fast food, something better than that.
Good. Very good. Sounds
Jalapenos?
good.
Jalapenos?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Just on one.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 with jalapenos, bacon, and cheese. Got it.
And
One
then,
without the jalapenos.
all right. So
No onions on any of them. Got it.
that's right. Yeah, no onions. Also,
Perfect.
good call.
Yes,
Perfect.
smart.
Understood. Okay. Then I go off and do my thing while they do theirs. Handle them.
So you're getting burgers.
He's working the street.
Okay.
I'm working the streets for information and rumors about the new champions. And getting burgers.
Okay. And then the other 2 are going to Archon to break in. Alright. Y'all breaking in. You teleport in, no problem.
I teleport into like Maria's old lab.
If you want to... Yeah, they probably fixed it by now.
Yeah, that's what I was
Maria
thinking.
or
You don't know what's in there now, though.
Mary. Yeah, Mary. Yeah, I don't know what's in there, but I know that was a secret room, so it's probably still an information room, honestly.
Yeah, you can teleport in. So you wind up in a closed-off secret room.
Nice.
There are, like, servers and stuff in there. But the secret wall's, like, closed. You're not sure if it's a secret anymore, because you can see the seam on your end. You're not sure. Give me... Let's do stealth, I guess. Do, coordination.
Coordination, and I actually have a quality that pertains to this, and I'll use a determination to activate that quality.
What's the quality?
Which is Infiltration Expert.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
So I've rolled an 8, and then whatever activating that quality does, I do
I
that.
got a question. Are you talking about you have a quality as in one of your 3 things that you pick, or a specialty?
Yes.
One of your skills.
Both, actually. I do have a skill specialty in stealth, but one of my qualities is actually Infiltration Expert.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well then you can add both.
Yeah.
I'm really good at getting into the place.
Okay, cool.
And I'm just behind you, also with a stealth specialty. So my total's 11.
Mine is also 11.
I
Nice.
also have a
got
stealth
11s.
specialty. We're a stealthy group. I love it.
Yeah, when your power is to teleport and you don't have a lot of things to fall back on, you got to be able to hide too.
You don't immediately set off any alarms that you could tell.
Okay, cool.
You're
far,
in
so
a
good.
room with servers, and then there's like a terminal. It's pretty bare bones. There's not like a lot of stuff in here. It's pretty... I mean, there's a lot in here, but there's nothing that sticks out. Yeah, it's all pretty business-like.
Now, as far as server rooms go, they all look the same to me. You got one server room, you got them all. So we're in Archon, and this is a secret server room. They did blast a lava hole melting through the wall, though, so this area could be shut down, shut off, or rebuilt and reconnected. Either way, we're in, baby!
Everything seems to be on and operational.
So far, so good then.
So far, so good.
I
Yeah.
want to make sure my wings are nicely tucked so they don't bump anything.
What's your
And,
what's your plan now? Hey, don't bump anything with your wings.
Yeah. I'm
I
going to
wanna
see
her
if
use
there's...
those giant paws to work on keyboard.
That's like me
Yeah.
typing in real life. I check it. I can't use all my fingers. I can only use these 2 big ones.
That's fair. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk over to that computer terminal and try and get in.
Give me intelligence technology.
Come on,
Hey,
Mimic.
that's a 10.
Yeah!
Bump. You're in. Yeah, you circumvent the firewall. That whole shebang.
That was easier than expected.
Yeah, you got a major success. So you are in.
Okay, awesome. Good
You don't
to
have
know,
like full
so-
system access, but you're in the system. Yeah.
I want to see if I can recover any sort of like dossier or information on the new champions: Arachnid, Aether, Artificer, or Artemis. I don't know if it's organized by name or by organization.
Yeah, you can type it in. You'll come up with Project New Champions for sure. They put together. You can see information about them putting the group together, finding the people. Pretty immediately. So Aether, the guy in the mech suit, that's Atheon tech. Like, he's wearing Atheon tech. Arachnid seems to have been. She's also using Atheon tech, but you aren't sure what like the power is. She has some sort of manipulator belt. Not sure, but she is also naturally like she's a transformed, so she was altered. In her file, it says she was altered during this last incursion, so she's pretty new to her powers. But Atheon scooped her up. Yeah, Mary. Okay. It does track out Mary was doing this to get out of jail, and she also helped design Aether and Arachnid's technology. And Artemis is, there's not a terrible lot of information, but in case your character hadn't put it together yet, you will see that she is one of the very few born heroes of the world, because they do happen. It's just very rare, and it has to do with bloodlines. But she is a member of the same bloodline as Moonflower, so you now know that she is related to Trevor.
Filling out my notes. What were the four heroes? Artemis, Aether, Arachnid, and Artificer?
Artificer, yeah.
Thank you.
The A team, yeah.
As I discover each entry and like what each one has, I'm repeat it out loud for everything anyway. And then when I get to Artemis, after I start to repeat, I say like, wait a second. You two are cousins?
That would mean we're cousins.
Yep.
And the male character was Aether?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're cousins. Go back a step though. Are there any weaknesses since all of this is made from the same Aethon tech? It seems like there should be a general common denominator here where we can beat them all with one fell swoop if we need to. A sort of a kill switch for the tech.
You might be able to work something like that out. That's like a whole shebang that you're gonna have to do and work out and build.
Let's do that. Let's start on that. That seems like a thing we need to do.
Only so the power source for Aether and the power source for Artificer is the same power source. You've seen them before. It is the Atheon power cell.
The cells that I uncovered,
yeah,
yes.
The ones that they power all their technology. Arachnid's has a smaller thing, but if you took hers out, she's still like 95% combat effective. And then Artemis does not use any Atheon tech. She was merely recruited.
Yeah, I sort of feel like metagaming, Arachnid is basically just Spider-Girl.
Yeah.
With some extra technological enhancements.
Pretty much.
Equipment from the company.
Yeah, I wanted to do a Spider-Man knockoff.
It's always fun.
Yep. I haven't done one yet, so I was excited. Yeah, we got Spider-Man, Iron Man, War Machine, and the Mystery Box.
Mystery Box. Well, I excuse me. I just say something under my breath too after all these entries about what do I say? Something like still not who I'm looking for. We should find those weaknesses, though. If any of them do turn out to be, or if anything with them goes sideways, we'd want to know how to take them down.
I always heard that Aethon was testing on people. I'm surprised none of the people they tested on ended up making this team. Those tests must have gone a lot worse than they expected.
I can tell you from experience that they have a habit of going a little wrong.
Oh,
I wasn't with Aethon, but anytime there's an experimental tech situation, it's always known. It's. I mean, ours went a little sideways. I imagine it's a similar situation, oftentimes.
If you would like to dig any deeper into the systems, you're gonna have to do a roll, and it'll be harder this time.
Let me see what else I can get out of this. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use a boon for this
yeah, you are.
You're
to
activating.
re-roll that. Can I re-roll that
What
one?
quality are you calling in?
I forgot it's a quality thing. Actually, I am sworn to take down Archon as a quality.
You are.
I could activate that
Nice.
Perfect.
to really look for the dirt while I'm in here. So,
That's a very appropriate quality to use here. I like that.
and do I just re-roll that d6 then? Hey, there it is.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
11.
that's it. Big 11, all the way.
That is marginal success. You don't set off any alarms. And you do come across a file named Kestrel. But you can't open it. You do find it, though. It is there.
Can't you
This
copy it?
file's protected.
It is protected. It's password protected.
Can't you copy it?
I mean, probably. Yeah, you can copy secured files. Yeah.
Do you happen to have a flash drive on you?
I would hope.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Turn into
If
a
he
flash
doesn't, he can
drive.
get one. He's a teleporter.
Believe it
Actually,
or not.
he can be one.
It can just be one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can. And then I can tell you the information that's on it.
That is.
I'm gonna
That is
turn.
not how that works.
You don't know how it works
I
because
do.
I don't know how it works. I want to be the flash drive.
You can be the flash drive, but you can't reach yourself.
He's definitely not the fastest man alive. He's the Flash.
The Flash.
It's like being able to see into your own stomach. Yeah, that's how it works. You're like, yeah, there's food in there.
Odin can see into his own stomach. That's why he ate his eye.
What?
Yeah.
Right. That's a good point.
Weird.
Yeah,
But-
he killed a bastard, and he hated that bastard so much that he wanted to see himself digest that bastard. So then he ate his own eye so he could watch the beast digest.
That's dope.
Because Odin's a fucking gangster.
Odin is a gangster.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, you can download it onto the flash drive.
I'm gonna have this sort of disgusted look on my mildly scaled face when after you turn into a flash drive, like,
Put
okay,
it
then
in,
I'm gonna
put it in
plug
the
you into
PC. It's like,
computer.
makes a noise.
Man.
That'd be so
100%.
upsetting.
In real life, I would definitely do that.
I would die. Yeah, I would die laughing. So
You'd have to do that.
Yeah, oh yeah, without
You'd
a
really
doubt.
have to. And then again when it pops out, after it's done. Oh god.
Traveler has
now.
a computer virus. You
Okay,
turn
you'll
back
have
into a
to
person, you have
disease.
syphilis.
Turn back into
Sounds
a
like
person
a
and
universal problem. Yeah.
spread a computer virus to people.
To people, yeah.
That would be an awesome storyline.
Everybody has
Wild.
real life ransomware.
Mhm.
You have to pay some guy in Ukraine $100, or you can't access your memories. Oh
Like
man,
2 o'clock in the morning, and someone starts knocking on your door, and they're like, "Hey, I'm a Nigerian prince. Please give me some money, and I will go away from your house."
you just bring him to life.
The real Nigerian prince
Yeah,
scam.
so you download this Kestrel file onto Gary, and then I imagine leave.
Yeah.
Unless you want to
That-
stay for some reason. I don't know.
The
Nope.
longer you
Got
stay,
as
the more you
much.
risk.
Yeah,
As
every
much as
time
we
you stay.
needed.
Yeah. So it sounds like, yeah, you guys got out clean. Didn't set off any alarms that you know of. And you're able to copy that file onto another device.
Golf claps all around.
Golf claps all around.
Golf claps. Golf claps. Thank you.
And as Duskwing hits the streets to go try to ring up some information. That's where we're going to take our break.
Okay.
So, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for the dynamo in the chat. Yeah. I'll be looking at that on the
Vampire
break.
Bites, thanks for the offer of the treasure trove of Marvel, DC, and other well-known heroes and villains done as icon builds that you're going to drop in the Discord. I'm looking
Nice.
forward to seeing that.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We'll be right back. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Theology Now. No, I'm just kidding. Icons from Steve Kenson. Don't forget to check out Steve Kenson's Patreon, patreon.com/Steve Kenson. I am not Steve Kenson, although I know Steve Kenson. My name's Johannanon, and I'm the Game Master.
Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box, and I also know Steve Kenson. One time, I was on an airplane and I picked the window seat so that I could pee out the window while we were going, and then found out that's not how airplanes work. I'm happy to be playing anything, anywhere. It's Wednesday and we're super.
Yes. It's me, Aaron Bamier, coming back as Mimic. And honestly, just to comment, I don't know Steve Kenson.
Hi, I'm Riley Davis, also known as Rune. That was quite the non sequitur, Gary, by the way. And I don't know Steve Kenson, but I have corresponded multiple times with Steve Kenson. So that means nothing. In any event, I'll be playing the dangerous Duskwing tonight as we continue with Icons Wednesday here on Fresh Out the Box.
Oh yeah, it's me. I do that stuff.
Take it away, Steve.
Where we last left off, y'all had just done a heist. It was a pretty mundane, fast heist. It's really easy when you can teleport, and turn into a USB drive. But anyways, Rune, you are hitting the street, talking to the meat on the beat. In the heat? I'll just take a seat.
Whenever you want me to actually begin, I will.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, so obviously I'm not going to try to get information from people as a big scary dragon. Instead, Blake Darcell in his dark but ripped jeans black band T-shirt and a leather trench coat, will begin stalking the streets. And I'm going to start by going to all the haunts and all the bars and clubs that I usually hang out in. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to gather information from the locals in the city about the various new heroes. In particular, what I'm looking for is information that might have come around from them before they joined the new champions. For example, I know not all of them got their powers directly from Archon. Some of them did, but I think Arachnid may have had her powers before then and have then been recruited. Was that not the case?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking there must have been some stories or something on the internet or information about somebody on the streets doing heroic deeds before they became Arachnid and joined the Agent.
Sure, give me a communication willpower guy.
Okay. Willpower is something I'm good at. I don't think any of my skills would be appropriate, unfortunately. So, unless stealth helps.
Not really.
Okay. Then willpower roll it is.
Nice
That is
roll.
a nice 11.
Yeah, so you're able to hear some stories. You said Arachnid?
Yeah, I'm looking into information about Arachnid. If she, maybe not under that name, but under a different name, perhaps, similar power, someone will swing around the city before the A-Team debut, the new champions.
Yeah, you'll hear stories about a female possible heroine beating people up. Not
Well,
as
I'd really like
Arachnid,
to-
though, but yeah.
Well, what I'd be doing is looking for what part of the city she operated in. Maybe I can get narrow it down to a geographical area that she used to patrol in or be active in.
Yeah.
Track her down.
She'll be in the West End, kind of near where Madame Bonnet lives,
Oh, okay.
over there.
So it's not really where the part of town where I grew up was.
No.
What part of town did I grow up? Because I don't think we ever nailed it down.
You're in the
But if
burbs,
we want to,
man.
we can do that now.
You're a Burby boy.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I
didn't know
think
was a
so.
Burby boy.
You seem like
Well,
a
I
Burby
did
boy.
say that my family were, Christian types, so that makes sense. Suburban, edge of the city type thing.
Yeah, suburban whiteys. Yeah,
Fair
nothing
enough.
wrong with that. I like
Well,
living
I
in.
used
Everybody's
to-
got to come from somewhere.
I like
I used
living
to
in
be
the
a
suburbs.
suburban whitey back when I was a little whitey.
Suburban whitey was my nickname in high school.
On the Edge, I don't know if y'all know
Right.
this, but I actually know this because I heard about it during the time the movie was being made. You remember the movie Urban Cowboy, filmed in Houston with John Travolta way back when?
Hell yeah.
Its original working title was Suburban Cowboy. It was changed by the time the movie released.
Nice.
The reason I know this for a fact is because my mother was in the movie. They filmed
Oh, shit.
They actually originally filmed a wedding scene with John Travolta and Deborah Winger in like a little church, and my mom was in the scene playing the piano. But that entire scene was cut, and they did a shorter wedding in
Oh.
Gillies.
Bummer.
But yeah, my mom and both of my older sisters were actually in the movie as extras in other parts.
That's
In the,
pretty sick, man.
Yep, crazy stuff. But yeah, I do think changing the name of the movie was probably a good move. It rolls off the tongue better without the sub part. Anyway, back to the game. So I will go and haunt that area then, the West End, and see with the locals there. First off, does the West End have any of those bars that I would go and play music at?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'll start there, and I'll ask around the locals who have already met me before, people who know my face and wouldn't freak
You'll
out.
wind up in a bar called the West End.
Of course it is. So at the West End, I take it they play a lot of 80s electronic music. In a West End town, a dead end world. East End boys, West End girls.
It's actually a lot of
Pet Shop Boys type stuff. Sure.
a lot of jazz.
Oh, okay. Well, that would not be what I would normally play, but okay. Anyway, but yeah, I'll ask around there and see if any of the locals there have any more news or details or information. or
Skitty
think
da da ba da skit ba da. Right?
Someone's scatting all over the place, huh?
Mm. Watch your step.
That's not what scatting is. Biddy-biddy-bop-biddy-bop.
Don't watch.
I get the joke, though.
Don't watch your step then.
Yeah, I get the joke.
Okay. So sure. And now you're asking in the specific part of town
where the locals may have seen her and probably have opinions about her. And what did she go by back then, or what did people call her before she joined the champions?
She had a lot of. I mean, people called her all kinds of things. She didn't really have a name back then. One guy will laugh and say they called her Sticky Vicky.
Wow.
On account of she was a lady and she had sticky webs.
And crawled up buildings and whatnot.
Yeah, Sticky Vicky.
Sticky Vicky.
Yeah. You can see why she went with Arachnid.
Yeah. Next time I see her, I'll do the whole bit from Robin Hood Men in Tights with Latrine. Good change. Good change. Do you remember that bit? No? Okay. All right. So anyway, do people have opinions about her in the area? Like, what do they think of her heroics?
I mean,
they hate her. They like her.
You come across a few people that are like, all them heroes can shove it. But there's also a lot of people that thought she was pretty cool. Wonder what happened to her.
When did she first appear, roughly? Like, can I peg a time frame for when she first got her powers, or maybe sometime before
she's pretty new.
She first become active?
Sometime in the last month is what you nailed down.
So so it's very recent. Then.
Yeah, very recently.
Okay. Well, that tells me how new she is then. Yeah, I'll haunt that part of town and see if I can get any more information from the locals by walking around and talking to people.
Nice.
Not just in the bar, but in that area.
Yeah, I mean, you get people that have seen her, but nothing specific. People tend to hide who they are. They see her web sling and beat people up.
Sure. I'd like to. I expend one of my determination and I activate my weirdness magnet quality, or I will call upon my weirdness magnet quality to draw something interesting to me while I'm in this area of town. And I guess this will be at the tail end of my investigation time. And the last thing I'm doing is looking for that really nice place to get good burgers for the three of us. Like 6 burgers. All of them double meat, double cheese, bacon, and cheddar cheese, no onions, 5 of them with jalapeno. I remember the order.
I'm going to give this man some inspiration. That's 100% he remembered this order.
He did remember the order.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sure. You can have a boon for remembering the order.
Oh, thank you. But, well, I spent it because I activate Weirdness Magnet anyway. So.
Well, there you go.
You can have something happen. I activate Weirdness Magnet.
Weirdness magnet. Let's see what kind of weirdness you're going to drum
roll
up.
on whatever random table you've got.
While remembering the order, you are granted 1 weirdness magnet.
Just don't swallow them. That can kill you.
If you swallow too many weirdness magnets, they'll tear up your intestines.
I made a table.
Alright.
Yeah. You
Tell me about the place. I'll find the burgers. No, or do whatever you want. I'm ready.
You see, there's an alleyway, and you see a weird silhouette of a man, like you see like legs laid out in the alleyway. You see this green light, and you hear like a squishy noise, and you see his legs like twitch. You don't know what's going on in there.
Well, as soon as you said I see a silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me.
I will make you fight Beelzebub.
Okay, well, I go hauling ass over that direction, obviously, in human form. But like, I'm not afraid. I go running over there and see what the hell's going on.
You see a man standing up, with it. He's doing this with his head, and you see a green light disappearing. And
I'm just gonna look right at the guy and say, "Did you just put on a human suit?"
He has his back to you.
I still say it. I like step into the alley at the entrance of it, and I say, "Did you just put on a human suit?"
He'll turn around. Pretty normal looking guy. He has a mustache. Kind of like a chubby on the ends mustache. Sort of a bit of a pear-shaped physique. Wearing an apron. Yeah. Hey. Hi. Can I interest you in a burger? He'll
I'd like
point
to know more about your.
at his food cart.
I'd like to know more about the human suit you're wearing and what you are inside of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. He'll look at you like this.
I'm gonna walk over to him like I'm interested in his food cart, but when I get there, I'm gonna try and like do a fast one on him and grab the zipper seam and zip it open. Accost him a little bit, basically, and unzip his suit.
Sure. Give me prowess.
I guess that's gonna be a prowess attack.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I got a 11, baby. I rolled good.
Let's see what his prowess is. Okay. Yeah. You unzip his face a little bit.
I'm like,
a
what's
green
going
light
on
shoots
here?
out of it.
Okay. It's not blindingly bright, though, right?
No, it's pretty bright.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to say, seriously, what's going on
And
here?
you see tentacles come out and he makes a squealing noise. But then he'll zip it back up and he'll back away from you. Be like,
I'm going to say, look, I appreciate that you're not doing anything violent here, but when I saw those legs twitching at the end of the street, I thought you'd like just murdered somebody or something. What's going on?
just putting on my human suit.
I need to know a little more. Who are you? What's going on here?
Oh, I'm Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, he'll offer you his hand. Yeah, Bob.
I don't grab his hand to shake it, and I just stand there and I say, "Where are you from, Bob?"
Around.
No, I'm not buying it. Where'd you get the human suit, Bob?
I made it.
From what, Bob? And I'm really hoping he doesn't say you.
He'll like squish it. Not from people.
Yeah, I find your answer vague and unconvincing. I'd like to know.
Hey, that's
details.
hilarious. That's the name of the burger today. He'll offer
How
you.
would you like to be run into the police station and thrown in jail and forcibly removed from your human suit because you're not willing to identify yourself? And then I'll take out the badge that they gave us when we were deputized and flash it. I don't let him read it or anything, but I flash it at him and put it back in my pocket.
I mean, you can try to convince him to talk to you better. Let's see.
I'll make a willpower roll. I'm really not trying to come on too strong, although I know the role play is, but that's because I'm worried that something really untoward is going on. Hold on. That is a 13.
I made the suit. It's, I also made the burgers.
That's great, but where are you from, and why do you need a human suit?
He'll grab his throat like this and be like, I'm from... He'll make a weird noise.
Is that like a subterranean kingdom, an alien planet? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, I'm from space, guy.
Are you legal? Are you legally here?
What?
Or are you literally an illegal alien?
It's illegal?
I'm pretty sure you don't have the right to be in our country or on our planet unless you're invited here diplomatically or have a visa. Have you got a visa?
This
of some
is
kind?
first I'm hearing of it.
How long have you been here?
I just got here.
Like what? Yesterday?
He'll look at his burger cart. I've been here like a week.
I'm gonna look at the burgers and smell them. Do they actually smell good, or are they?
They smell good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm scary. How did you learn to cook human food if you've only been here like a week?
I mean, how long does it take you to learn to do things?
More than a week, usually.
Huh. That's unfortunate. He'll make a weird noise, and you'll realize he's laughing. Like,
Okay, so what are you touring here on vacation? What are you even doing on Earth? Why did you come here?
Just investigating.
So you're a scout slash spy?
No, are you?
No, I'm definitely neither.
Okay.
I mean, I live here and I belong on this planet.
I'm a burger cook. He'll say very proudly.
Okay, important question. Where you're from probably doesn't have cows, so you're not a burger cook there. What did you do on your home planet? And I'm totally checking to make sure he ain't lying.
He'll look at you. Well, let's see. You're so curious.
Of course I am.
I was a priest.
Bro, what?
He's not laughing, but I am. Priest.
Uh-oh.
Were you run here because people disagreed with your religious opinions?
Yes.
You know what priests do on our planet.
God. So you're actually a refugee.
Yes.
Why didn't you just say that?
What are you, the cops? Come eat a
I
burger.
showed the badge again. Yes.
Where did
Put
you
the
get
badge
that?
away.
A cereal box?
Did you learn that joke watching our televisions?
Yes.
I'm actually deputized and working with the police. So I do have some authority here. I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out what's going on. Let me contact some people and find out if there's a way for you to be here legally. And I'll take out my cell phone and, absolutely having no idea what else to do, I call the headquarters of the Six. Since I'd been there a couple of times and I had their card. If anyone would know what to do, it'd be somebody there.
This is Janice. How may I help you?
It's actually Karen.
Yeah, it is Karen.
I was looking it up.
Karen.
Sentinel
hi,
6, how can I direct your call?
Hi, Karen. This is an associate of Duskwings, if you catch my drift.
Oh, hey, Blake.
Exactly. I have a bit of a problem. I've located an actual illegal alien visiting the planet who claims to be a refugee. Is there a legal process for him to be on Earth?
Checking.
And who would I need to put him in contact with so that I don't have to just run him in for breaking
Men
the
in
law?
Black side quest. Give us a Men in Black adventure for next time.
I
Exactly.
do not believe that there is an alien refugee plan in place, Blake.
Or if there is one, it's over your pay grade and over your security.
Ouch.
Over your security clearance, then.
Yeah, I guess.
Who would I need to talk to? Who would know?
Government.
Does the Six have someone in particular I could be in contact with?
Let me
Trustworthy?
check.
You think?
Boy, I really put the DM on a spot with this weirdness magnet roll today. Sorry.
I was expecting
they-
you to vet his papers.
I hope they put you in touch with ICE, with Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, and then they take this poor guy away and disappear him into a border town, into a abandoned wall.
I mean, that might be what happened.
They don't know where I am yet, so
They don't know
I
where
haven't
they are.
reported anything yet.
Sure. I mean, you could call, like, a general or something.
He's gonna get
Yeah.
split up.
You
from
call the
his kids.
FBI, CIA, what do you
No,
want?
I'm at the point now where if these guys don't know what to do with him, then I'm just going to have to guess. Well,
There
if they didn't tell us
is
about
no
it, then-
protocol for this.
Yeah.
no.
If they didn't tell the Six about it, then it wasn't important enough. If it wasn't important enough for the Six to be aware of it, then as far as I'm concerned, he's allowed to be here. They need to learn to trust their superheroes. I'll say, all right, thank you very much, Karen, and I hang up. Then I'll turn back around to this guy and say, so what's your guarantee on the burgers and how much are they?
He's
Can you make double cheeseburgers with bacon and jalapenos, no onions? One of them no jalapenos?
Yeah. I can do that. Yeah.
What's your name?
Bob.
Right, Bob. That's your human name, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I'm not real huge on
my real name's
religions, but I'd be curious as to just what it is your religion's about. Obviously, you came here because of religious intolerance. So, what were your views about that were so heinous that they had to run you off your planet?
Well, you know, we were taken over by a conservative religious majority. They didn't much like the idea of individualism.
So you weren't like run off for like eating each other or anything like that?
What?
Well, you know, I have no idea what your culture is like or your people.
Do people eat people here?
No. Well, unfortunately, sometimes it happens, but normal people do not know.
Do you taste good?
No.
He doesn't believe you.
I convince him. I'll take the time to convince him that we do not taste good.
But yeah, here's your burgers.
It just depends how you season it, right? Isn't that always the answer?
It's true.
Now I'm having second thoughts about these burgers.
Pork is fantastic.
Okay, so honestly speaking, the burgers look and smell good. They're just regular.
Yeah,
burgers,
they smell and
good.
look fine.
And they're big and they're meaty and juicy.
Oh yeah.
They're fresh.
Yep.
They're not rat burgers or anything like that.
As far as you can tell, no.
Well, I can always go around the corner, turn into a dragon, and make certain with my enhanced dragon smell.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to buy his burgers, and I'm going to get the 6 of them in a bag, and I'm going to leave. And I'm going to say, have a good night, Bob. I'll check up on you in the future to make sure you're doing all right. And after I'm like a couple of blocks away, I'll transform, and I'll get a good whiff of them, make sure they're not something that we shouldn't eat.
There's definitely a secret ingredient.
And that secret ingredient is not something that I would be
Go ahead and roll a super smell test.
I certainly will. I have a plus to it.
I rolled a 6. Yes.
I got a +2 to my smell.
The secret ingredient will die with me.
I got a 9, baby.
All together?
Oh no, it's an 11 altogether
Okay.
because of the +2.
Also, like, you smell, you know, it's beef. And then you smell, like, a little bit of, like, lamb mixed in. Like, a little bit. But then there's, like, a third thing. And you're like, And it's fish.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Yeah. You put
Okay,
fish
cool.
in there.
Cool. All right, well, then I will fly to meet the others wherever we said we were going to meet. Not sure where that was because we don't have a base. Space?
I'm gonna need a ride. I don't want to fly through space.
Yeah,
No
easy
problem.
way to do that is to actually just land somewhere out of the way and then get on my cell phone and call Traveler to come pick me up.
Boop. Yeah, we're already, because we could just walk right through the portal. We don't have to fly.
Right, well, you can make a portal for me too if I call you.
Yep, there you go. In
I'll do
fact,
that.
I'm thinking, Jahan, I think I'd like to work with the Atom Bot to make a teleporter here using my power and his technology so that our team can teleport here also.
Like a base teleporter.
I like that.
That would be cool. But, you know, something for the next game.
Yeah, if
You can start
the
working
Atom
on it,
Bot-
yeah.
Something to work on.
Yeah.
Anyway, when I arrive, I'll set the bag down and say that one of them has no jalapenos. The other 5 can be split up amongst the rest of us. 2 are mine.
So I hate to tell you this, but I actually picked up food before we got here. We
Then
were walking down through the town. We saw this alleyway, you know. This guy Bob makes the best fucking burgers. I tell you, they are
They're
out of
phenomenal.
this world. 100% out of this world. I mean, maybe the best burgers in the universe.
Did you get me one while you were there?
We did, actually.
Well, then
It's-
we've got more because that's where I bought these.
Let me tell you,
No
after he ate
Yeah,
the
well,
burger,
He used
started-
the last of the human meat on theirs.
He fell on the ground seizing after he made that burger. It was so good. And
I'll blame him.
Hate to say, we left him. We left him right there seizing on the ground. Wow. Some green crap started to spill out of his head, so we thought we were in trouble, so we dipped.
I was too full, honestly.
Good burgers, though. Good burgers.
But I am hungry. Will you pass this over?
Yeah, straight up.
You're hilarious, Gary. Now, how much of that actually happened?
Probably none of it, but it's okay. In a parallel dimension.
We enjoy our burgers.
Riding the coattails of my weirdness magnet.
Mm-hmm.
Way to run with it, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we went. It was dope. Everything was fine. Yeah, we loved it.
That was hilarious. Okay. Anyway, I don't tell them anything about Bob. I just bring them great burgers and say, I found a guy selling some really special burgers. Figured you guys would enjoy.
Yeah, I have a new D4 chart to roll on when you do weirdness.
Cool. I'm surprised you don't have a D100 chart by now.
Oh no.
I mean, remember, you can always call up my weirdness magnet whatever you want to, as the DM. That's what our qualities are there for.
It's true.
You can use them against us.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to give us a inspiration when you do, or a determination.
Fuck you, Gary. You're a mug now.
I knew it.
Full of coffee.
He's a mug that nobody wants to look at.
An ugly mug.
Yeah, I have a stupid face.
Yeah.
It's a picture of your face on like a really oddly shaped like coffee mug.
Like making a bad face on the mug too. It's the mug.
The ugly mug.
It's a mug of a guy mugging.
It's the ugly mug.
He's mugging for the camera in the picture on the mug.
The ugly mug. There it is.
The ugly mug.
This is the face I want to make.
But yes, you are all back on the space station in your makeshift base. And you ate your burgers. You have this information. What are you doing with it? Is the important part.
Right. We share our information.
Yeah.
What do y'all have?
So I just share some of the background stuff we picked up on the A team, the new champions. And then I culminate all of that with the news or information, I guess, that there is a familial relationship with everything everywhere and Moonflower and Artemis.
Artemis. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know this much about Arachnid, also, or AKA the poor thing, Sticky Vicky. Sticky Vicky has only had her powers for 3 weeks to a month. That is, she literally was empowered during our last big crisis, so she's really new. And from the rumors are, she's actually pretty young too. She may be too young to be in the hero gang. To be honest, we don't know. I mean, I know I'm not exactly all that old either, but I'm at least 18. I'm a legal adult now. But from what I hear, she may not be. So, otherwise, that's all I've learned. Is that for a while they were calling her Sticky Vicky, and boy, that is not a good name.
I think it's
really not great
name.
There is one other thing that I'll bring up, and it's honestly more of a personal matter, but I figured you all should know. I did find this file, this folder, I guess, that was titled the same as the project that I got my kit surgically installed. What was it called again? Why can't I remember? All of a sudden,
Kestrel?
The Kestrel project. Yes. It's just a folder named Kestrel, but I can't think of any other reason or anything else it would be. So, but it's locked, and I can't seem to get past the security on it.
Well, it's funny. I'll hold out my hand to take it if you'll pass it to me.
Oh, be very careful with this USB thing because
It's ticklish.
It's a little ticklish. It is one of the travelers. It's everything, everywhere as a USB.
Wonderful. We just so happen to know somebody who can break any encryption known to man. All I got to do is go ask him. and I'll go walking out of our station into the other part of the station where the Godbot is. Adam.
I
Hey,
can't
Adam.
wait until you guys open up this folder. It is giving me a migraine. It's like I know that there's something there, but I don't know what I know that I don't know, and it hurts, and I can't wait to get this out.
Yeah, we should probably hurry.
I'm working on it. I'll go see Adam.
Thanks.
Hey, Adam.
Hello,
Sorry to bother you. Got a moment?
Duskwing. Of
I have
course.
information on this that we need out. Something called the Kestrel file, and I'll hand it to him. Is there any way you can get into this for us? With your incredible computer intrusion powers? Plugs it right in, huh? Gary, you're officially inside.
Yeah,
Adam.
you guys are kind of having sex.
I've been waiting.
I was gonna gloss over it, but I mean, kind of.
Very cool.
Good old-fashioned robot sex.
Good
Very
old
cool.
fashioned robot sex. When they say
Very
universal, they really mean it.
You know, that's true because I have found places where you could put USBs that you wouldn't believe.
That's what I hear.
But don't want to know.
The B stands for butts. Yeah. So he very quickly reads this file. It's
Puts
really,
it up on a monitor for
really,
us?
really easy. Yeah, he'll like download it.
Can you, after you get it cleared, can you make a copy of the unencrypted version of the file for us?
Of course.
I happen to have a regular USB right here.
Oh,
I'll take one out of my pocket that I keep in.
Yeah, let's give everything everywhere a break.
yeah, my brain feels better. Also, I have a USB too if we need it for next time.
Why didn't we do that in the first place?
Well, you see, I thought maybe if I became a USB drive, I would be able to understand the information without having to hack through it. I thought it would save us a step, but instead it gave me a real bad migraine, and you don't know these things until
I
you
thought
try.
about it, but I don't know if I'm okay with that. But yeah.
Way to take a risk for the team, buddy.
No problem.
Oh, Traveler. It was you.
It was. I was a USB the whole time. I feel better. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
I
Here's
guess
the
important
information you've
stuff is to
requested.
Learn what's on the file now.
There'll be like a whole, what do you call it, minority report thing going on.
Okay.
Just everywhere. Here are the things that you have requested knowledge of. Seems to
Game
be...
Master got to power up.
I'm powered up. The space station explodes. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't know that's what you wanted to happen in the narrative.
Yeah, that's where this has been heading the whole time.
Man, that's really cool.
Explosive decompression.
Alas, Adam, we hardly need you.
Oh,
all
yeah,
I've ever
and the
wanted.
whole station has been made out of TNT barrels the whole time too.
The whole time.
Bob's mustache grows longer. It was I. But yeah, there's a lot of information on it. You see schematics for the equipment that you are wearing. Mimic. You see your gear, all that stuff. Very experimental stuff. You see better versions of your gear.
More perfected.
Yeah, more perfected. And you
Bastards.
see that one of the last remaining test subjects is Sam, who you recall, seems to have fully integrated with something called Project Antihero.
That sounds ominous.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's supposed to.
So obviously the military that created you, the project, wants their own superhero under their own control.
Yeah, that was the whole
That
point of
was one of
Project
the
Kestrel. You got... I mean, your technology's solid, but obviously they're not just going to stop.
Sure.
You know, I mean no offense by this at all, Mimic, but it's kind of cool because you are like Archon failed, right? And Artemis is like if Moonflower failed. And you guys did the old switcheroo. That's, like I said, I mean, not that you failed, right? But the equipment that they put you in to failed you.
I'm confused. What the hell are you talking about, Jesse? You know the meme. What are you talking about, Jesse?
I think I get where you're going. I guess it's a silver lining.
Right.
Because, I mean, as well as things have turned out, it was not supposed to go this way.
So, what was their original plan for you? What was it supposed to go?
Looks like to be this guy, Sam.
Yeah, that information's in there. She was supposed to be a part of a anti-super team. But
Why would the government want anti-superheroes?
I mean, why do you think?
Yeah,
I mean,
think
have
of a
this
million
whole-
Rather
reasons.
have them all under their own control or not have them at all.
Well, they
Something
have
like
all
that.
this army, and they couldn't stand up to half of us. So, of
Yeah,
course, they're going to
that's
try to figure out the power. And I was just a pawn in that. That's true.
And yet, not once has anybody come to me and offered me $1 million check to come work for the government. It makes no sense. If they really want superheroes under their payroll, why don't they just fucking offer us money?
You do a really good job of hiding your
Can't know
secret
those
identity.
jokes.
They've offered me a ton of checks, but you're
Yeah,
always
but
trying to
I
hide
may
and
have
live in
secret
a van and
identity,
stuff.
but I'm still available to be reached through the police department if they
There's-
wanted to get a hold of me.
They're probably
best
holding your
they
mail.
could.
Did you check your cubby up on the 3rd floor?
I have a cubby on the 3rd floor.
That's where they hold the mail.
I have to go back and check my mail now.
Yeah, Jared takes it up there every Wednesday.
An image of the cubby in the police station will come up on the screen with
Duskwing.
with Duskwing's
And I-
name on it.
And it's just stuffed with mail.
Just stuffed with
Uh-huh.
mail.
Oh,
Ton of stuff from little kids because, like, you're their favorite.
yeah, they all have stuffed animals of him.
Mm-hmm.
Duskwing, little,
Did
little
you
Duskwing.
not go to orientation, Duskwing?
What orientation? I wasn't offered to. I think I wasn't invited because I was inhuman looking.
That
I
explains
scare people.
that explains so much.
I naturally scare people.
They'll disappear the thing. But yeah, so a couple things that you get. So that's kind of stuff you already knew from Project Kestrel. You were one of the few survivors of your specific rig. But other people did survive. So there are others.
Do they have the same kinds of powers, or are they all different?
Her project, they all have pretty much the same thing. It is all about mimicry. There are obviously variations to attempt different complementary abilities, but yeah,
Okay.
the primary goal of all of these projects is power replication.
Got it.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Sayuki Sakura.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for the follow.
What was that 3 more? 3 more,
yeah.
we're at 300?
That's right. 3 more, and we're at 300.
Actually, on the screen it says we only need 2 more.
Oh, snap.
I'm not sure if I'm reading that right. Let me check real quick.
What did you say y'all were going to do at 300 again?
Me and Gary are gonna punch each other.
Yeah, butt chug.
Wow. That sounds like quite the show.
It's going to be a really good stream. We're not allowed to televise it, but we'll tell you guys about it afterwards.
Yeah, I'm going to make
There's-
sure I missed that one. Sorry.
Yeah, there's going to be punching and butt chugging and all the stuff that everyone likes. Bring
I don't
your
even know
whole
what
family.
butt chugging is.
We are at
I
298. We are at 298. They don't call it putt jugging. It's called I don't know.
Gaping?
All I know is John Cena does it in that one movie. So.
Yeah, quick, go.
But yeah, so we only need 2 more. Thank you, Sayuka Sakura, for being follow 298. So we've been close to 300 for a long time, so it's exciting. Thank you so much. But yeah, so you are learning. You actually do get a lot of information about Project Kestrel. There's not a lot of information. You don't understand fully the schematics of Project Antihero, but it seems that his implants are not like visible. It looks like he has some sort of nanotechnology, which is news to you.
I have one last
Interesting.
question about all this information we're getting. Do we know how many successful agents they finally managed to empower? Besides, we have Mimic here and we have this other guy. How many others are they that were
2.
successful? So 2 more, 4 total?
2 more, 4 total. Project Kestrel put out 4 out of 10. 6
And the other
dead
6
people.
didn't make it?
Oh yeah, they're dead.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah. But they, in the file, say success. So 4 out of 10 they think is pretty good.
40%'s a failure rate.
I mean, in school.
Yeah.
But not when you're playing God. But yeah.
40% successful.
I'm sure the other 60% would disagree.
They
It's
can't.
like
They're
real life.
dead.
If they were able to, they would definitely disagree.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a success to one of the survivors, at least. But this gives a little more clarity. I didn't realize there were that many survivors.
Yeah, quite a few.
That's good, kind of reassuring.
I guess I have one
yeah.
last thing I want to know about. Does the report have any mention about how much of their experimentation and work is duplicatable? Like how many more of these super soldiers can they turn out? Or is it pretty much still at a we'll be lucky if we ever get any more successes?
So Project Antihero looks like it was a success with Sam. It looks like they might be able to replicate it. But also, who knows?
Very expensive, right?
It is very expensive, yeah. And Sam's the only one listed on active duty.
So they'd have to get more funding to make more. Okay. But nevertheless, it is a danger to be aware of, and that maybe we need to track down whoever's making this technology and destroy it. That's all.
I think that's a great idea.
Is a government contract picked up by Archon. So, yeah.
Of course it's Archon.
Yeah. That's where they got the information.
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually these Archon's involvement in Project Kestrel is the reason why I want to see them burn.
Is that why you came to Crossroads? Because you never told us.
Well, Crossroads was my lead after we had the surgeries completed and our fake powers were ready to
that
go.
explains you arriving in town later on. Now,
Yes.
now we know.
It does, doesn't it?
We were always meant to integrate into the superhero community.
And infiltrate
But
us.
after, actually, yes. But after the
Well,
disaster,
you've done a really good job because I totally trust you.
Thanks.
Now I need to be worried and watch my back with you, though, right?
No, I've abandoned the cause after
I'm
the
totally
whole
kidding.
situation went south.
I'm totally kidding, Nick.
I mean,
It's
I think
just
you
that
should know.
You have to admit, from what we've learned, we logically should be worried about you at this point, right? I mean, I
I
totally
could be
trust
lying.
you. I mean, you've turned yourself into something like me.
That is true. And I'm sure I'll change into many more things because since the whole disaster with Project Kestrel, I didn't think that. I actually didn't even know that they thought I was alive still. So that's also news, which makes me a little more wary.
Oh,
Now they know
And
about you. Right?
they
Mhm.
probably don't.
No, I'm
you're-
alive.
Yeah, you're not listed on the thing as
I'll be like
alive.
listing.
Yeah,
missing.
you guys,
turning into a dragon has probably saved your bacon.
you guys just know that you're
Yeah.
alive because you're there. But
Right,
it's
well,
not like in the file.
I see.
I trust you
okay,
because I don't
gotcha.
think you're faking with your whole vendetta against Archon. That seems very real to me, so I believe you.
So yeah, I guess to them it's only 30% successful, and they're still happy about it. So
Right.
that's fair.
Okay, so there's at least one other agent that we know they have under the thumb and 2 others that they've completed. 3 that we need to be on the lookout for. All of them have power replication as part of their base, and they're out to destroy superheroes and infiltrate them and destroy them. That's definitely something to keep an eye out for. Do you think one of them's already in the new champions?
Ooh, who knows?
One of the new champions could be one of them.
That's possible.
It's
I
entirely
don't
possible.
remember the other candidates. I only remember Sam.
It could
because-
only be you only know Sam. The rest of you were like compartmentalized in pairs.
It's my understanding that we were basically all brought into the project from different parts of the military.
Right. And you were the Marine, correct?
Yeah, essentially.
Traveler, do you have any insight on this or any ideas that you could throw our way? If the new champions are such a new team, and all but Mary were empowered recently, or all but Mary and Artificer, not Artificer, Artemis. Didn't Artemis? She's like your cousin, and she's had her powers her whole life.
Yeah.
Okay, what are her powers? You know her. She's your cousin. What do you know that she can do?
When we were coming up, she didn't want to really be involved in the training. She didn't want to be forced into this.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah, but
fully
you have to know
aware
some.
of all of her powers, but I guess you would know some.
She held back a lot.
She did inherit her mother's telepathy.
Okay. Someone can read our minds. Wonderful.
And she does have some sort of destructive power that she used to lose control over.
Is it like a violent telekinesis? Is she a mentalist, basically?
It was like everything around her would get destroyed sometimes.
Yeah, that sounds safe.
Just sometimes atomize things around her.
Super safe.
There was
Really
other
safe.
stuff going on with her that you're not really sure about. They kept it kind of secret, but yeah.
So it's a
She had
black
a little-
hole situation.
Yeah, she had a little extra training, special secret training. Mom being on the team and all.
Fair enough. Well, I take it that means if she is someone who has been compromised or replaced by someone who can mimic her powers and mimic her appearance and personality to a degree, you would be our best chance to recognize that since you know she's your cousin, correct?
Yeah, she seems normal.
Man, I gotta write this stuff down.
Sorry.
Secret skin shifting. No.
It also means that we have no idea if, for example, the real Sticky Vicky is dead in a ditch somewhere and one of these power copiers has taken her place as Arachnid.
I can
Well,
guarantee you, if you drive into the red light district, the real Sticky Vicky is dead in a ditch.
Ugh.
Gross.
At any point, I think we need to keep in the back of our minds the thought that anybody that we meet that we think we may or may not want to trust could actually be one of these power duplicators infiltrating us. The only three we can trust are us.
That's true. I will say that both Arachnid and Aether were using Aether on tech.
Our
I think that's
contact.
one thing. Our
Our contact.
Yeah, all
Yes,
three
I
of
got
them
I
except
got what you meant.
yeah, everyone except for Artemis.
Okay.
right.
They all have tech on them.
All right. Well, I still think it's something we should be aware of and worried about. I mean,
And it
I don't know about you
wouldn't
guys, but I'm
be-
worried about having someone that I care about replaced by a power duplicator who's out to destroy all superheroes.
It wouldn't be out of the question to think that Mary Steele would also be.
Right. Replaced.
It's
And
possible.
we don't know her well enough to know for sure. Right. Okay. Well, now that we are all suitably paranoid, who do we pass this information on to that we trust?
Call Denzel Washington from the movie The Fallen. Sounds like that's what you guys need.
What rank of magic power would I need to pull a fictional character out of a movie and make him real?
I mean, you can probably do it. You have really high magic.
Not that I'm going to do that, but if I really wanted help, that's
Let's
what I'm
get
gonna
meta.
do. Let's get meta.
Ooh, let's just put together every iteration of Keanu Reeves into one super creature. John Wick, Constantine, Ted.
Incredible.
Actually, if you really want to, like, you know, pull in a fictional character who could help us solve a lot of problems, it would be Reed Richards.
Indubitably.
It's true.
That guy's really good at solving crazy problems.
Yeah, that's
Or-
not a stretch.
Or
Good one.
Keanu Reeves again, but from Speed this time.
Ooh,
yeah. All he'd be good at is keeping the bus from stopping.
that's good
That's
if you're
exactly
yeah.
what we need right now.
They need that bus. If it goes slower than 88 miles an hour.
I am not going to summon in yet another character from another world. I've done that once already.
Fair.
That's how we actually got Wolfgang's, beloved goddess into the campaign for real.
That's right.
That's
That
true.
was crazy.
Yeah,
That
I wasn't
crazy
gonna do it.
It was cool, but I'm not going to pull that card again anytime soon.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. I'm not sure how we can proceed from here, but we definitely need to pass this information on to somebody.
Everyone's the enemy.
Well, I don't think everyone's the enemy. The problem is anybody that we trust to pass it on to might think one of us are the enemy.
We need to start going down this list of anti-heroes and bringing them in as
Yeah, 'cause once
quietly
they're all
as we
accounted
can.
for, then we'll know we're good, right? If we catch them all one by one and put them in jail, then we don't have to be worried anymore.
And there's no reason to put them in jail. What if they're like Mimic? What if they don't want to be a
Well, that's
villain?
true, but they're all marked successful, and in the report, Mimic's marked as dead. So I
That's
assume
true.
if they're marked successful, that they have them conditioned to work for them, or they wouldn't be a success. What do
So
you think?
we're-
Mimic? Mimic?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Just letting the things process. Well, besides letting in letting in Wolfgang into the loop on what's going on here.
Can't wait to hear that explanation.
Wow. No kidding.
I feel like as long as we keep an eye on what's going on with the new champions and anyone who associates with them, I'm not sure if one of these people has infiltrated any of these groups of heroes. I'm not sure what we'll see it for some time. I mean, especially if it's something as obvious as copying another superhero's powers that are like a well-known superhero.
And then taking their place and not being caught.
Well, they don't change that much in the appearance. They just gain the powers.
Well, some of them might. Like they said, some of them had different ancillary powers. Maybe
I guess
one of
that's
them
true.
is someone who can do a visual mimic as well.
That's a good
A
point.
shapeshifter. It would seem to me that would be the most successful version we can make. I'm going to check into the report and see when the other three were marked as successes, like how recently. It should say when they were marked active.
Yeah,
Look, if we're
all
gonna
of them around the same time that Mimic got free.
All around the same time it came out. So what, 2 months ago?
About. 2 of them are MIA. 2 of them they don't know. 2 of them are marked as MIA at least.
Then maybe they're like you and they're on the run.
It's possible.
That could be.
They may need help.
I do know
Okay.
that this Sam on this list, he is, as I understand it, at least this was my impression, considering he was the one who destroyed our facility when my batch of experiments were going on. But I imagine we should probably prioritize him if we're going to prioritize anybody on this.
Is he the most dangerous?
Yes, at the very least, he is. He is the most dangerous.
He seems like fun at a party.
If your party involves murdering scientists and blowing up buildings, then
I'm
maybe.
like flicking through the collateral damages right now from all this shit from when your lab blew up.
Yeah. In the slideshow.
I want to give that quote from Avengers and say, that doesn't look like any kind of party I want to be a part of.
Well, I'm afraid we have no choice. Mimic says this is our first guy. This is our first guy.
Okay, well then we'll let you take point on it and figure out how to find him. Clearly you have the most insight into his abilities and what he might be capable of doing and where he might be hiding, maybe.
The hunt for Sam!
Unless you can think of a magic spell I can cast to find him. What was that?
You know, when I hunt
But-
for Sam.
Yeah, the hunt for Sam begins.
Okay.
I don't know of any magical spells. When I had that magic power, it was just sort of beyond my real understanding when I was using it mostly intuitively. So I couldn't say. But I do know that was at the time working with Archon explicitly and likely does their dirty work. So wherever
he's
they're.
working with Archon,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm
yet
not
they
thinking my
keep
project
putting
was
him on the-
supposed to succeed.
Okay, so if he's working with Archon, maybe they've got their little team to be their public face, and Sam is their wet works quiet guy.
That might make more sense.
Like that way, they have somebody who can do underground or illicit activity while the public is being distracted by the activities of these more heroic four, who may not even have anything to do with it. Like they may genuinely think they're doing it.
Adam, can you
Yeah, there are a couple of. Oh wow, the stream popped. That's fun. But
good timing?
Yeah, good timing. Yes, there have been several energy signatures matching that type of power.
Were they in the same places and times or not?
No, they were spread out.
Let's follow that trail.
Yeah, you guys could do that. The hunt for Sam will begin
We do it.
And for Sam.
Next time on Icons from Steve Kenson.
Oh, September 14th, the hunt for Sam.
Sounds good.
I don't know.
I'm excited.
I'm
Session
annoyed
after my
that
birthday.
the stream popped because I thought everything was fixed, but that's okay.
Oh,
Wow.
it looks like there was a network error. I had to reload the player.
Yeah, something happened. But hey, if you're still here, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Icons. Thanks for the help. And I've been Johanna.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box, but I'm also the co-host of Fresh Out the Podcast, which is sort of like Fresh Out the Box, except not at all the same. Jahan and I play games on Fresh Out the Box, but on Fresh Out the Podcast, we talk about movies, streaming shows, and video games with our friend Drew, who's a smart boy who's good at movies. So if you like smart boys who are good at movies, or guys who are game guys, then you just come on down to Fresh Out the Podcast every Sunday.
It's been me, of course, Erin Bombier. Today I'm not going to talk about Adventure Slaying Productions, but I am going to talk about the Adventure Slaying podcast. Speaking of podcasts, because we have a new episode coming out this Friday where we interview Todd Moonmounts and talk about how he likes games and all that fun stuff. So, yeah.
I know that guy. I
know
know
that
that
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Okay, and I'm Riley Davis, and I don't have a podcast. I do, however, have a new business venture. We've been growing these marvelous nuts and putting them in things. Now I'm not going to do a D's nuts joke. I've changed my mind. In any event, my birthday will be in a couple of weeks, so the next game special will be after I'm another year older. Bye, everybody. Love y'all. Come back.
These nuts!